What up, y'all? It's the Cliff. I'm back. Hey, man, let me tell y'all about this dude I'm running into at Kilby. So, I'm in Kilby waiting to go to my main camp or whatever. And there was this dude named George in the dorm. And, man, he was crazy, crazy, crazy. Goofy as a shithouse rat. I ain't kidding you, man. And he washed clothes for a living, hustle or whatever. And he was way throwed off in the head. But anyway, I'd hired him to do some clothes. Everybody in the dorm had hired him to do some clothes and stuff. And he liked to get on that ice. Like he would wash people's clothes and stuff. And then whenever he got paid, he would go straight and get him a shot of dope. And man, after 2 or 3 nights of not sleeping, he'd be George be tripping, man. Everybody else in there, we all sleep. George over there with a mop bucket scrubbing clothes and stuff. But apparently, one time George had escaped, made it over the fence and everything, and got caught just not even a minute away from the prison. And they brought him right back. And well, I kind of got to, he. I found out he was from same place where my brother lived and stuff. So I got to messing with him. I'd go down there and ag on with him, and I'd give him a cigarette and stuff. And just kind of looked out for him. Just basically messing with him. Um, but he he had man. I'm talking about he had a bunch of people lined up, had their clothes to wash, and he would always do it at night. And he was always money like 2 or 3 times there. He washed them up, and then when I get up the next morning, they'd be hanging on the end of my bed dry. Well, shoot, one morning we woke up and I looked down there and George's rack was completely empty and no mat or nothing on it. I was like, man, what I was. So I went down there. I said, hey man, what's going on? Where the old boy transferred last night? They said no, man. They said he got on that dope. Went down there and told them that they if they didn't put him in the lockup cell, he was gonna escape again. So they put him in a lockup cell, put him on Thorazine and all kind of stuff, man. And about I guess it was about 6 or 7 days later, me and old Gus was out. Man, it was cold. I'll never forget. It was brutal cold. It looked like something you see on TV, man, when they show like Sing Sing Prison or something, and them dudes is walking and they blowing breath out. I mean, that's how for real. It was cold. And there was a big guard tower up there with a guard in it. Me and Gus is walking, and all of a sudden we look up. Here comes George, and he was so Thorazined out, man, uh, from his time down in the psych ward or whatever. Like he was all wiry and just yep, 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 yep. Man, he was just walking the yard with his hands in his pocket, head down, just. And we asked him, George, where'd you go, man? He's like, he didn't want to tell us at first. He just kind of stuttered around and stuff. We was like, for real, where'd you go, man? We worried about you. And he was like, oh man, I had to go down there and and put myself in the lockup. And we was like, why would you do that? He was like, I don't know, I was gonna escape. I was just, man, I'm telling you, I've seen some of the craziest stuff in there. I'm telling y'all, like, man, it was always something just completely outlandish. Like I mean, it couldn't just be something fun. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it was wild, man. It was wild. That's just like I said. Uh, when in my intro, whatever, I said that what I'm gonna tell, it ain't gonna be the same as what everybody tells. You know what I mean? Because some people went down there and like thugged it out, put in work, whatever. You know what I mean? Steppers, all that. And I just went down and just, I laid back in the cut. I just chilled, did my time. But I seen everything. It was wild, man. Like the craziest stuff ever. Like, and it was every day, man. I mean, and you see people crash out, man. You like people you see them do good for 4, 5, 6 months, and then all of a sudden, man, they just out of nowhere they go all the way in, crash out, and then they have to start back over again. But that's just the way it was. So, well, all right, y'all. Y'all be good.